was the last time we had a pod? November,
bro. Welcome back to another episode of PCT with your host, Isaiah. And on my left here, I have the amazing and beautiful Nike headband upside down because that's what Travis would do. With the amazing braids like Allen Iverson. CJ.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
We can't hear
it. And then
it,
in the other corner, right across from me, sitting at 145 pounds.
Damn.
Height of 6'5".
6'5" at 140 is crazy.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And we don't even want to talk between his third leg.
All right, I can't replace it.
Yeah,
Dude.
okay.
I'm not the Zach replacement,
Yeah.
all right?
But
Alex
I forgot
here.
to ask Zach.
That's
I'll text him.
Oh, you're gonna
If
FaceTime
we
him?
could get
But,
if we could
yeah,
get Zach on,
Alex-
y'all will hear from him.
But Alex is a diagonal from me. That's who across the thing. So give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Whoa, dude, that dude pulled his. Never mind. And then across from me, sitting at 120 pounds, Mexico's finest, straight from the motherland.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I shouldn't. Damn. Yes, sir. CC, sorry to interrupt. It's just I got an Argentina jersey.
You are wearing. It's
crazy.
That is crazy.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, from Guanajuato, GTO's finest, JG.
Yeah, get over this guy.
Yeah, and that's the gang. So.
That bitch so pretty, got a mean girl just like Lindsay. Said she fucking with me, making drives across the city. Swear this shit can get too litty. Pushing be like Diddy, you ain't B-boy, who you kidding? At the top, I see you there. In LA, I see you there. At the space, I see you there. Since the state, I see you there. I know y'all go crazy, y'all be turning up in the square. Take another pill and we get turned up just by anywhere. Hit you in and say yeah, just to see if there's a feelings there.
We're here. Welcome to another episode of Park Dark Talks again. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you check out our other videos as well. But welcome to our quarter recap. We're here to talk about the first
It is now March.
3 months. I assume when this comes, is this coming out soon?
Hey, yo.
Or Zach's editing
Hey,
this,
yo.
right? Hey, yo, pause. Ooh, that's what we got to get. We got to pause.
Yeah, we
You're the hey yo.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to download shit to there. So
It's
yeah.
easy. Yeah, I'm pretty
Is
sure
it
you just
SD?
put a SD
Or
Yeah.
or USB.
It will, yeah, and then you could upload it onto it.
Yeah.
This Zen is Zen. And
Didn't you just put it in?
And
Is that how it works?
Hey yo.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, you
something
wanna try one?
like
No, I'm okay.
that. No, you don't need one. You're gonna save that for the pod.
We'll save it for
That's
later.
not gonna happen.
But yeah, no, how y'all doing, bro? I mean, it's been
Chilling.
3 months. This is like Zay was saying,
Yeah.
our first time doing a pod this year, and you know, it'd probably be like that from now on. Everyone, we're probably gonna do it quarterly. So for everyone that doesn't know what that means, it's every 3 months. So just I feel like, you know, whenever we were doing it monthly, obviously we still talk to each other all the time, and I feel like we were using that as a way to like chop it up with each other, but we still do it anyways. And I think we're kind of trying to delegate other tasks for each other opposed to just like every month doing a pod and, you know, kind of getting repetitive. So, you know, we try to switch it up for this year, see how it goes. I think it'll go well because, you know, we're doing a lot of other content that y'all will be seeing. So, yeah, man. So it's March. How's y'all's year been so far? Whoever wants to start it off.
I'm about to
and then-
say it's crazy, bro. I haven't seen you in 3 months, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen y'all. We've just been talking. This is our first time we've seen each other. I will say, though, please don't be too sad that they are coming out every 3 months. I know y'all are out there and y'all were a little upset about the November recap coming out a little late. That's, you know, our editor was busy. He's out there living his life on cruises and shit.
fucking dead.
And, like, doing rich shit. Mr. Worldwide. That's our
Yeah.
editor for the
Worldwide.
the recaps.
The
and all
pods
that.
and stuff,
So,
yeah. Shout out
I
to
know
that.
right now he's laughing at this, watching this back, and it's like, God, these guys are so funny.
So funny.
If they had
He
money,
honestly, the audience haven't heard from Zach in a minute.
yeah, that's true.
'Cause
No,
he
no,
was-
he was. Was he not on the
was not
round
on-
table?
Round table, but on PCT.
Oh,
He hasn't been on. He wasn't on November, and he wasn't on this this one. So
He's in his future lore right now.
Oh,
You know
shit.
what I mean? Oh,
I had to censor
What was
that out.
that?
My bad. Is the censor button?
did I say something wrong, dude?
Nah, it's just me testing it out.
What about y'all? How y'all been? What up?
I've been good, man.
Oh, man, I'm good, dude. Just been living life, doing this content stuff, laying pipe as in plumbing. You dig?
As in phone.
As in plumbing. And I mean that as in I'm a plumber. Been doing that. Been working on a lot of $1 million houses. Some that I cannot talk about who the owners are of them.
Why
But
not?
it's legal reasons.
Sign the NDA.
In his DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, dude, just been working, trying to get my life together, type shit. So, yeah, been doing all this crazy content stuff with our boys at Opinionated, killing it over there. Just we're a team over there. Yeah, I love you, Cam. But yeah, we've been going crazy over there. Today we did Pro Day, as in we are shooting this on the 25th, correct?
Correct.
March,
Yeah.
March 25th. So yeah, today was UT Pro Day. That was pretty fun. We were there for Jaw Day. We have cool little badges. Mine goes right next to my Xavier one from last year.
You got those like collected and
Yeah.
Nice.
I wonder who next year's is gonna be. But it's really cool to be able to do that. Just us being from Austin, like me growing up, like I used to go to those spring games when it was the spring game time and all that. So being able to like go shoot photos in the bubble was always a cool thing for me.
did you ever think you'd be at like this point?
Fuck no, dude. Young Zay, you like Lil Zay that's like walking around at the who was taken to those spring camps or whatever, who was like in that UT jersey. He's probably like, he would look at me and be like, "You're so fucking cool," but then he'd be like, "You're so lame."
And he would also say, "Now they wanna say congratulations.
yeah. UT
Yeah,
fan
give me
shooting
a-
UT sports. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. I thought you were gonna give me. Don't we have a round of applause on there?
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
That was-
Yeah, congrats, dude. That's
Yeah,
sick.
no, bro. I'm proud for you, or happy for you, and also like proud of you, bro,
Yeah.
because I know you've been through a lot, this past year, and
Yeah.
kind of you're getting back into the groove of things, so it's dope that you're able
Yeah,
to.
definitely getting back
shoot
into the
that type of
groove of
stuff.
it. Well, even just other than the pro day. Well, yeah, definitely this pro day was a lot different from last year. I guess from like me personally and like my own chickens, as Marshawn would say. You dig?
Like that.
But definitely in a better headspace than I was last year.
Yeah.
But around this time. Definitely other crazy things that we've done is we did the All-American in January. If you haven't checked out any of that content, please go look at it. I shot and edited that All-American video, and to be able to do that was just I would never have been able I didn't think I would ever be able to do that. But other than that, the Elite 11, we did that last year as an Opinionated, and to be able to do it again, like how we talked in our meeting earlier. To be able to keep doing those consistently through over the years, it shows that we're here, and like how Cam was saying, there's guys like the KXAN, KView, people who are the news people. Their media passes are always guaranteed, while us we have to kind of hunt for it or look for a way to get one. But we're there right next to them, so. It's nothing not like I'm like, oh my god, there's celebrities around me type shit. Like when we saw the UT players today, or even those kids from Elite 11, those are all future celebrities type shit.
Yeah.
Those kids are gonna be millionaires, and at least some of them are. But just being around them, normal people, there's just fucking kids. Seeing Quinn, who's like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
No, he said, "Hey, move out the way."
Yeah, sorry. Kid. He did tell us to move, but he's about to dot us up with that football. But shout out to I only remember his name. His last name is Golden. He caught that ball right in front of me. But I got a sick photo. I'm gonna send it to Zach. He's gonna put it right there.
That's gonna be a clip too.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do. But other than that, I've just been killing it work wise. life wise, content wise, and then just trying to be.
Has anything like major to you happened lately, or
Any recent changes?
Yeah. So I decided to join the dark side like everybody else. I am a official Tesla owner. If you haven't known by now,
You didn't want to get the Tacoma, bro.
yeah, I did want the Tacoma.
No, you didn't.
The Tacoma
It's okay.
isn't in my price range. Okay, some of us aren't superintendents and not making Tacoma money. All right, so
Here we go.
I'm just a wee little apprentice plumber. But yeah, I got me a nice little Tesla, a nice little Model Y. So if you see a white Y out there, with some anime stickers on it, that's me. But other than that, yeah, man, I love the car. I got it Sunday, which would be the March 23rd.
so you just got it?
So I just got it. So I've only had it for about 2 days now. I'm loving it. The self auto drive is fucking trippy, dude. I'll put it in and I'm just like sitting there and I'm like,
this is really what I trying to do. Like third quarter, fourth quarter, always have that pace.
oh, it's just this is cool. It's just all by myself and all that. So I am by myself 99% of the time. The 1%.
Yeah, just wait, autopilot and 5% tint. That boy about to be going crazy.
with Mary, if you know who you know. If you know who Mary is. Mary Jane. Yeah, anyway.
There we go.
Wait.
Boo! Is there a
hold
boo
on,
on there, bro?
There's a cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. You gotta.
That's better.
You'll be on top of it. Pause.
Yeah, we'll get better with the timing on that. I'll be like, oh wait, that's
I'm gonna
everyone-
get some
everyone brings
headphones
their
too.
headphones.
That's a burn for me.
I'm gonna get some headphones too for
Low key,
I
yeah,
like
we might
that
have
shit.
to.
It's a burn for me.
Only 4
But
times a
yeah,
year.
other than that, yeah, join the dark side. It's pretty fun. Loving the car. And
we were talking about it, bro. I feel like whenever you get a new car, especially going from what the car you were at, not saying it was a bad car. Obviously, it took you from point A to point B, but
no, yeah,
it was
shout
like
out to my mom.
Right.
She helped me out there. She let me borrow her car for about 11 months exactly.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Time
so-
flies, bro.
Yeah, because I had sold the Challenger almost about a year ago, around
Crazy.
in March, April-ish. But yeah, no. So to be in that car, to be able to save up a little, get my credit right to where it's a good point to be able to get that and all that. And honestly, I've been looking for vehicles, but it was like, all right, I'm gonna look for something that I want. Again, not that I didn't want a truck because y'all
Not a
both
Tacoma.
looking at me, but.
I'm kidding, dude.
I probably could have looked a little harder for a truck.
Yeah.
I really
Nah,
could've.
you're right. They're expensive too.
But they are a little pricey.
They're not cheap.
But found a good fucking deal on this. Shout out to my boy Zach. Again,
Facts.
leader of the dark side.
For sure.
Leader of the
He
dark
is,
side
yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
leader of that's Palpatine right there.
there's
bro.
5 Tesla owners now.
Yeah.
Leader of the tripods.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Something like that.
He's gonna love these sound effects because he doesn't know it's coming.
Bam,
Yeah,
bam,
we
bam,
did that
bam.
one. We did that one.
Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, no, bro. Yeah, you've like I said, this is gonna be a good pod because a lot of stuff has happened to us, or stuff has you've accomplished things that you set like a year ago for yourself. I know that was something that you were wanting to do, and I was in your shoes a couple months ago, bro, and it's definitely like I obviously get into whatever my stuff later, but like when you go from a car that like you don't really want to be in and you're able to get something like that, like it's just like you're just so like appreciative of everything, especially with like being able to get a car that you've like wanted, it's like damn, like that shit's fire, bro.
No, it definitely is, and
it's like something you marked off your list. That
yeah,
you were
one
trying
of
to get,
my list of goals that I have for
Right, so-
myself. Yeah, and that was like one
Proud
thing
of you, bro. For real.
my parents were also like telling me as well. They were like, "Man, get something you want," and that's crazy. My whole family just all got we all kind of got a new vehicle. My little brother got a new truck.
What do you get?
He has
Matt?
a Ford
Colorado?
Maverick.
Man, I was gonna say
Oh,
Maverick, yeah.
sick. What year?
Tacoma.
25.
Damn.
Damn.
Sick.
So you got like a
25.
brand new one.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
nice. He likes it.
2025
He
just
looks-
sounds crazy, bro.
He looks like I always tell him he looks like a fucking code enforcer with that
Does.
vehicle. It's hilarious, but he loves it, man. He takes it everywhere. Well, I don't know everywhere, but
Yeah.
he sent us a photo not too long ago, and he just bought a boat. I sent it to.
Oh yeah.
I showed
That's the one. Oh okay.
Yeah, that one.
Damn.
And then
Got a little jumbo.
my sister just man, I'm doxing all y'all's information. Hope that's cool. My sister just got a new ass Tahoe.
Oh, sick.
Really?
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, new Tahoe. And
You
she
traded
the
re-
Traverse.
Gotcha.
She traded in her Traverse.
Nice. That's a
Got
better
it.
choice.
Yeah, and then
Big family.
My mom traded in her truck for the better version of her truck. She got the ZR1
Wow.
or whatever, the Silverado. Yeah.
If
At least
I
someone,
could-
at
if I
least someone
could, I
drives a
would.
truck in the family,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah. So whenever everyone's at the crib, looks like we're the Fast and the Furious house.
I'm dead.
So,
All new cars and shit.
yeah. But yeah,
Sick.
that's Zay's family. You dig?
Yeah, rich.
How y'all been?
Chilling, bro. Same old. Just working, fishing. Playing a lot of video games.
How's your boo?
My boo's good. She chilling. She's on the way back from Mexico.
Oh, where'd she?
She went to Guanajuato
Alright.
to go see her dad. And yeah, she said she had so much fun over there. I was like, I knew Mexico was gonna.
Wish I could be there.
No one
with
here.
you.
Nah, for real.
No one here to keep an eye on you, huh?
Yeah.
No, we are.
And you guys are for sure.
Yeah, you hear that. You hear that, sir. I know you.
You've been making like a lot more like gaming videos and like kind of like
Yeah.
lifestyle. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
or-
always made it, but
Oh, yeah.
you know, I've noticed that you've been working on a lot of those. So like, how's that been for you?
Sorry.
Man, you sound
It's
like
been-
Future right now.
It's
I
been
love it.
it's been fun. I realized I was looking like a little kid. I was like this. I was
Sit
like,
up straight, bro.
Sit up.
Elbows off the table.
We're already in
Nah,
some of the
elbows
chairs
on
that
the
like make
table.
us look small.
God damn. For real. Nah, it's been going well, dude. Having a lot of fun. It's just not enough time in the day to do everything that I want. So it's all good though.
I agree with you there, brother. I agree.
We get into it one way or another. Excuse me.
Excuse us.
Yeah. So I got you. I'll have you go last. Nah, man, I've been good, bro.
You're
I've been.
Oh my bad. How
Yeah,
you
wow.
been?
Yeah, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, bro. I mean, for everyone that doesn't know, I've been doing vlogs and stuff lately, so I feel like,
know.
yeah.
Go on,
If y'all watching this, y'all probably know. But
Yeah.
for everyone that doesn't know, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always enjoyed like behind the scenes stuff of like my favorite creators, and I always talk to Cam and even y'all about it. Like, oh, I want to start doing more behind the scenes stuff, but kind of been locking in this year. I think I posted the 8th one. And like by the time this comes out, there'll probably be a couple more after that. But it's been cool. It's been dope being able to be creative in another way besides just like shorts or like a podcast. I'm able to, I think people like the day in the life type shit, like my first one I did, and then everyone like I don't really have a direction with it, right? I'm just recording stuff as stuff is happening, and it just so happened to be like my birthday, like in the middle of it. So just ended up working out. So I have a lot of content that I'm gonna post eventually from like the party, and then like we had an Oko shoot as well.
Yeah.
That was something that
Shout out Chef Howard.
yeah,
right?
that's something that OP and well, obviously we're a part of OP, so we all did that, and I'm trying to show everyone what we're doing and like what the setup looks like and all this stuff that like you won't see with the final product, like leading up to that. pretty
What
much.
our boy Bert is working on right now.
Right, exactly. So by the time this comes out, I don't know if it'll be out, but whenever that drops, I'll have like the behind the scenes footage, and I think it's dope. Like I like seeing that type of stuff personally, so I know that there's other people out there that enjoy it. And the thing I've noticed with the vlogs, like they've been doing pretty good. Like that one that we did with the National Marg Day, it has like 100 views.
Yeah.
Which like
sick.
to put in perspective, like that's a good video for us because our podcasts, like our
yeah.
really good podcasts, get like 100 views, and that's usually when we have like a guest on, or like multiple guests or whatever. So the fact that like, and I get a little nerdy with like YouTube shit. So like I clicked on the analytics to see where all like the traffic's coming from, because obviously like we post a link and people look at it from there. But I noticed with that one, it was like majority of the views came from like the browse feature, which means like people were just, as they were on YouTube,
Catch
like
the
their home.
algorithm.
Yeah, it's hitting the algorithm exactly,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I was getting to. Like, doing stuff like that, especially if you're consistent with it, it'll pay off. So, we had our quarterly meeting today as well, and that was something I talked about. Just kind of been, I talked about it on the round table on OP's YouTube channel about it. Like, just been super motivated lately. I think just everything that's happened, and even last year leading up to this year, it was kind of like we were still shooting, we were still meeting. Like, that's not the issue. It's just kind of putting out the content, and I'm just kind of like, fuck it, bro. Like, if I want to take this to where we want to be, like, I got to put in the work. So I have no excuse. It's just more so like discipline for myself, and I feel like that's something this year I've gotten a lot better at, and just kind of been more. I've had. The drive has always been there, but I think I just have like a fire underneath my ass right now, and just like trying to prove a point. All our content does really good on like certain platforms, and it's like, man, like if we just can stay consistent, then I know that we're gonna get to where we want to be. So that's kind of been how I've been, and then just kind of work shit, but that's a not that's regular shit. Just on the content side, just been vlogging, and then we've been killing it with the shorts. I feel like we've been a lot better about planning certain things, like the Valentine's Day, and we're trying to get more strategic with the content that we're shooting. I feel like we've done, especially from where we started, like we were kind of just like, fuck it, bro, like, let's shoot this or let's do these things. And I feel like we're kind of leaning more into like the lifestyle brand opposed to the podcast, which is another reason why I feel like we probably cut them down a little bit, just to kind of, so we're able to do like more IRL stuff, or like the vloggy type of things, or the shorts that we've been posting. So it's been dope, bro. I've been enjoying myself. And then, of course, like 3-Man Weave, I've been doing that with ZD. Shout out to the boy. Been doing it like 3 times a week when we're on top of it for a whole week. But of course, we miss 1 or 2, whatever it may be. But I'm recording it and then I'm editing it, which it's not, crazy, but, I'm still taking time out of my day to do that, because I know if we invest into that, especially since it's a niche group that, like, if you like basketball, like, we could just hit people's algorithms. So, check that out. That's on Opinionated Sports. We moved that over. We used to post them here, but, I just thought it'd be a better platform to post it on Opinionated Sports, because that's obviously our sports channel, and we're trying to go more into like our lifestyle and personalities on PCT. So I've been good, bro. It's been dope. I've been super motivated. Gym, of course, and I'm happy that
I was literally about to bring that up when you were done.
I'm happy that Zay, and shout out to that boy Zach. Like I said, he's not here right now, but y'all have been really consistent, and it's been dope. We shot a gym vlog as well. Go check that out. There's a lot of plugs in this episode, but it's kind of part of it, bro. We haven't shot in 3 months, so
if you haven't checked out the last content in the past 3 months, fucking check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's one thing that I was literally about to bring up, was like, I wanted to at least like thank you personally, because I know how well and consistent you are with it, but like I've like flipped a switch on it as well, to where I'm like, I used to not go by myself.
Hell yeah, brother.
And like, it's not that I wasn't comfortable with going by myself. It was just more of like, I didn't really want to go.
Right.
But now I'm like going by myself, and I'm literally getting all these workouts in. I like literally call you, and I'll be like, hey, like you going to the gym today? And like, I literally called you the other day.
Right.
And you were like, oh, I go late today. And I was like, I'm trying to knock this shit out of the way. Like, so I like, because I go like right after work. Mm-hmm. I take everything with me, pre-workouts ready to go. Just add water to it. Fucking
order
farm. And the shop is like 8 minutes from the gym, so there's no reason I shouldn't go.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I like to hear.
So again, I looked at my the app, because it tracks on when you go
check-ins and
this month and this past month. Well, last month The most I went the whole time was a total of 9 for the whole month. And this time I'm already at like 12 or whatever.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, brother.
Brother.
Yeah, I've been real
You're
consistent.
so strong. I can see it.
Yeah.
I see you getting stronger.
Nah, you don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie because I look at my weight and it doesn't change.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because I've been trying to eat better too. That's another thing. Been meal prepping. I think I get that from you at least. Because that's why I asked you about those recipes. But even then, just like the meal prepping and being consistent with the gym, just trying to like get your health. Health is wealth.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
Health is wealth, and getting into health. Hey, buddy, how are you?
This guy. Wow, what a smooth transition, huh?
Hey, that was good shit. That's why you do a podcast.
Oh, wow.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You don't got to start off with that.
No,
Yeah,
we're
I was
not.
saying,
We're not.
yeah,
I was gonna
like,
start
you
off
don't
with
gotta start off with
since our last pod was in November. Some shit. I mean, I had some
That's
stuff.
all we
I had some
have.
stuff in December. Right. So in December, I ran my first half marathon. You know what I'm saying? It was in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm good. You can pass on me. But yeah, I ran my first half marathon in December. You know what I'm saying? Got my medal. You know. It was and it was an away game, you know what I'm saying? So didn't see a lot of my friends, you know what I'm saying? So then it was February. Mid-February I had my second half marathon, but that was in Austin, a nice little home game. You know, nice little home crowd, you dig.
Who was all there?
Everybody was there.
Who was all there? Can you remember who was there?
Zay was there.
Yeah, okay, that's all.
I
Zay
wasn't
was there.
there.
That's all
Sadly,
right.
I
Zay
was
was
working.
there. There was a little accident, you know what I'm saying? A little eye-opening little incident or whatever. But I ran my second half marathon in Austin, crossed the finish line, and I got into a little cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? Fell over, died for about 5 minutes. Had a doctor, I'd say so. She came and revived me, and I was transported to the hospital. There for 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? You know, all my friends and families came and visited me while I was there. You know, we had and a lot I like what CJ's a lot of plugins in this video. We had to check out the vlog where we did a little casino night in the hospital.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
You
saying?
should have seen the nurses.
That shit-
I ain't never seen nurses act like that before.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
turn that. What'd you say? Turn that camera on,
Yeah,
dude.
well, I wasn't recording. Zay was recording, but she's like, "Oh yeah, are y'all recording?" She's like, "Yeah, we don't want that. You need to delete that." And I didn't even end up using it because
Say.
it was.
I was
weird
talking
as
about
fuck.
the ones that we had dancing on the table and all that because we turned it into a casino.
Oh wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nice little life-changing incident happened. You know, shit.
I have a question. Did
Go
you
ahead.
see anything?
No, I didn't. I'd say what I remember, or what I don't remember, is the morning. I guess the start of the race. The only thing the day of, only thing I remember is picking up Zay at like 4 or 5 a.m.
It was actually 4:45.
4 or 5 a.m. I have the snap to prove it too because I have the video.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's the only thing I remember from that day, and I didn't regain conscious until like the race was Sunday. I didn't regain conscious until like Tuesday. Till like Tuesday.
Yeah, because that's when we got
Yeah.
we got the text
Yeah.
at 8 a.m.
there.
Yeah.
and on Tuesday, and he had regained consciousness.
Crazy incident, man. I still can't believe it. This shit is crazy.
And
But,
what I mean by did you see anything in the
No.
on the other
In the
side?
in the
On the other
afterworld,
side?
no,
Yeah,
I didn't see anything. I can't recall anything. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, got it. Nobody
But,
talked to you.
No, maybe. I mean, y'all talked to me, so I mean,
Yeah. Okay, bet. I was just wondering.
but yeah, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. A week in Del Seaton, and then a week in Ascension Seaton. Hey, I finished the race. I got my medal.
We have the medal.
I got
for
my
it.
medal.
We're gonna put
You know what I'm
that
saying?
photo
There's
right there.
picture proof.
Two half marathons, San Antonio and Austin. Check that off the the bucket list.
Yeah, and there's photo evidence of him crossing the line, looking at his Apple Watch, and then what happens 30 seconds after
Yeah.
that is.
And
unknown.
today marks a little over a month since it's happened. Been taking it easy. Nothing crazy. The most, I guess, exercise I've done is just walk the dogs. I think I'm about 3 weeks into back to work. It's just still doing everything I can. Nothing is nothing too crazy. It's I'm still able to do everything, my day-to-day stuff. Just can't run anymore, can't train for a while. Yeah, and the plan is to get an ICD implanted, so I'm able to get back to my running career. My running career just started in May, not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting started. I'm not even in my prime yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the plan is to get that implanted and get back to it. You know, next year, 2026, maybe even 2027, bro. Get back to it. Maybe a full marathon this time, man. But other than that, you know, work's been fun. Had a focal not too long ago. You know, got a little bump in the pay. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, but you know, CJ's birthday.
Yeah, dude.
Steve's birthday.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Valentine's Day. Hey. What else? What do we do for New Year's?
Here.
We
Yeah.
do New Year's
Oh yeah,
party
yeah. We're
here.
out in the driveway and shit. Yeah, New Year's. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
smoking cigars.
just
in the
your,
back.
you know, day to day, you know, PCT shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the dogs?
Oh yeah, they're super good. You know, the wife, she's good as well. You know what I'm saying? I think
Nice.
she's
Good
about
to hear.
I think she's.
A year will be in June.
Is it in June?
Yeah.
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 A year.
It is a
and
little,
Then,
after
and then
my
Denji's
birthday.
been here for over a year actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was before my birthday, actually.
Denji was here in like. I don't even know, bro. Too
Yeah,
much.
Dingy's.
But no, yeah, dogs are good. The girl's good. You know, family's good. I'm good. Friends
yeah,
are
dude,
good.
your little brother's a rapper now, right?
Yeah, my brother's a
Yeah,
rapper.
streaming
and a
shit.
streamer.
Not a rapper. Well, kinda. He's like a singer.
Singer.
Would you say rapper or
Artist.
He's trying to
pop
be
star?
he's trying to be the next Jason Ween. That's all you gotta say. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shout out to the boy.
You know what I'm saying? I follow the boy. You know, at Justin V Lee. You know, what I'm
He's my
saying?
favorite streamer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, like, so you are still wanting to run marathons?
Yeah, that's dude. Yeah, I mean the whole point of doing the ICD is just being able to still do what I want, still live my life. You know, I don't want nothing to stop me from. Because in that case, I might as well just nah.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. It's
Yeah.
I just
got
kind of like a little backstory of everything. I wasn't there, so it was. I found out when I was on my lunch break, and Zach texted me. He was like, "Hey, you know,
Yeah,
I think it was more so
Yeah,
just for me because
actually I never heard this. So.
yeah, I was gonna say it's more so for me because obviously you were down there, but he texted me
Yeah.
in our group chat and was like, "Hey, just to let you know, Alex collapsed and he's in like critical condition
The day of.
the day of
Yeah.
on Sunday," and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, is he okay?" And they were like, "We don't know." And I was like, "Who saw him?" And he was like, "No one saw him." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, like an outsider. I wasn't even down there, so I'm just like, you know, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just like, okay, well, keep me posted. You know what I mean?" And I was hanging out with my family that day or like evening. So
that evening.
you know, I took obviously hanging out with your family takes your mind off a couple like stuff, you know. And I was in a good mood, you know, hanging out with my family. We went bowling, we went to Golden Corral, and so you know, I was like, and the All-Star game was on that day. I remember because we ended up going to Pluckers later that night and just kind of, you know, talking about everything and just kind of, you know, hey, like, you know, we're all here for each other. You know, we know Alex is gonna be good, but like, yeah, it was crazy, bro. Because, you know, I came back home and Steve was here, and he was like, "Hey, bro, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing good, bro." And I could tell, like, you know, right when I got here, I could kind of tell, like, the
Like the mood,
vibes
yeah.
were, like, a little different. Because, like I said, I was hanging out with my family, of course. So I was upbeat. I was like, yeah, you know, about to watch the All-Star game. And then, like, I guess, like, obviously I didn't forget about it because I was telling my family about it. You know, I was like, hey, you know, my friend collapsed and he's in critical condition. They're like, what? Like, is he okay? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, no one really knows right now. So, like, it was weird for me because I came back and, you know, Steve and Zach. At that time, I did not know that, like, you went to cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
I thought you just collapsed and hit your head type of shit. You know, like, I didn't know the whole details. And then I found out when I came back. And then I was just, I think everything kind of hit me then. And they're just like, damn, like, okay, like, you know, obviously, you know, hoping for the best, expecting the worst. That's kind of like, you know, how I like to think about certain things like that. Because you just don't know. You know what I mean? You don't want to get too ahead of yourself and be like, you know, you want to say certain stuff, but like you just don't know.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. I just had no idea what was going on, and you know, I obviously still had to. I think I had to work the next day, and it was just like that's all I was thinking about, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, like, and at that time you were still unconscious. So at that point, I didn't know what was going on and everything, bro. So yeah, it was crazy, man. And then I saw you when you got consciousness, and it was Tuesday. But like you were saying, like you really remember that. But
yeah, we all pulled up that.
We all pulled up that day, so we just had to make sure you were good, and you were good. So it was just crazy how we talked about it in our meeting we had. It's just you just don't know. Life is short, and you gotta kind of lock in and make sure you just tell everyone that you love them type shit. Because you just never know, and it's crazy, man. I feel like it. We were already super close, but I feel like stuff like that is what brings us even closer together because, we're all like hoping for the best for everyone and stuff like that. It just, it's crazy because life just hits you fast and, just glad you're all good, bro. I just, want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and everyone, you know what I mean? Not just you, but if that happened to you and I was telling my family and everyone, I'm like, you're probably one of the healthier people in our group. Like you probably are the healthiest person in our group, to be honest.
Which is crazy, right?
You eat well, you meal prep, you obviously are training for your marathons, and it's like, damn, like
you don't smoke.
Yeah, you don't smoke. You don't really drink that much.
Yeah, when you drink,
so it's like, damn, just kind of put shit into perspective for me. I feel like that's another reason why I kind of started locking in as well. It's like, man, like you just never know, so just don't want to get dark and shit, but you just never know what shit happens, and gotta make sure you live life up and do whatever you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So just glad you're all good, bro, for sure. Like that shit was tough.
Kiss on the dude.
That shit was tough for sure, but glad you're here with us, bro.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't make it clear yet, but yeah, pretty much cardiac arrest. I was dead for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he died. But on 7th Street. On the intersection of Congress and 7th Street, Alex died for 5 minutes.
But now, at this current moment, at the doctors, my heart is healthy. They don't see nothing outstanding. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the cause of this what caused it. We've done every test in the book. We've done stress tests. They don't see anything, like I said, outstanding. So, as of right now, I'm just wearing a life vest.
Yeah,
and stuff like that, just for protection until I get this implant. Yeah. But
as someone who was there, and as you say, you don't remember anything after picking me up at 4:45 in the morning. Crazy. As like seeing you from like starting the race to catching the first couple photos of you right off of the bridge that comes from South Congress and all that, to getting that last photo of you at that second to last corner right before you hit the finish line, to going to go find you at the finish line, not being able to find you with Drake and Zach because we had celebratory beers ready to go.
I remember.
Like, hell yeah, we're about
to supposed to shotgun.
We do all this. When we're like, all right, well, it says he's right here in an area that we couldn't access, and we realized we're like, okay, it's in the medical tent. Like, fuck. Like, we kind of like, we're like joking, like, oh, maybe like something happened, and we're like, okay, well, he's probably just resting or whatever. Yeah. Well, I had to go get the photos for your sister as well, so I ran back to the second spot where I got those photos of you, and then I get those, call them, and they're like, we got an issue, and I was like, the fuck are y'all talking about? They're like, it says Alex is on the way to the hospital. Look, and you're on the way to the fucking hospital. And as someone who you literally were with all day, I got to drive the 4Runner because of this, which is really fun, but not the reason I wanted to drive the 4Runner. But like, just, I don't know, like not leaving with you that day didn't sit right with me because I had to find a way home. I mean, shout out to Jamie and Trent. You dig? That was a fun ride home, but other than that, like, I don't know, it was weird. It was crazy, just like how he said. Like, we literally left that hospital with no answers on Sunday, and like I remember like sitting there when they had told us when they moved you up to a floor. Me and Zach were like waiting for something in the lobby while everyone else went up there, and me and him were just like sitting there, like we weren't talking, we weren't saying anything to each other. And I think it was just because we were like both in kind of shock because it was like, the fuck is happening with this dude? And like we were like, why are we sitting in this hospital right now? Like we shouldn't be here. And just like sitting in that waiting room, we were waiting for food to come in because he had bought food for everybody. But
Zach did?
Yeah, Zach did. He had bought
What a
pizza.
guy.
He bought pizza for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, rich. He and it's funny because they fucked up his order. And he was pissed. But other than like, I don't know, it's just like it didn't set right with any of us until you woke up that Tuesday, and then that whole Monday we were like, any updates? And everyone was like, no, he's doing good, but nothing. And your sister kept updating us and all that. But I mean, we're very glad that you are A-okay and you are healthy, as healthy as you can be right now, and that you're here and you're with us, because PCT wouldn't be the same without our Alex.
One of our main editors, man.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
How was it for you? How did you find out?
Same thing. Same thing through Zay. Sent the group.
On the day of?
No, this was Monday. Same thing.
Yeah, because we weren't like. It's not that we weren't like. It's a big thing.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we didn't want to
No,
just
for
like
sure.
start saying it to
Try spreading it
everyone
until
you
we
know,
had,
until
like,
we
solid
understood what
answers.
was going on. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
at that point it's just people. Everyone's like, "What?" And you know, we didn't want to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we ended up telling George that Monday, and then
I think we told OP and ended up telling them about it because
because I think the first people to find out on OP were probably Cam and Los, and then after that we kind of let everybody else know. But other than
Had
the
to put in
people
that
who were
sick pay.
other than the people who were there at the incident, which was like a handful of us, then no one really knew, and we weren't out there like, oh my God, Alex died, and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
But
I had no idea what went on. Like I said, when I pulled up, I saw your Forerunner right behind me, and I thought you were like driving. And I thought we were leaving somewhere to go eat, and I was like,
What was
Alex, what's up?
Sorry.
I'm like, what up? And you're just like not reacting, but I'm like, who else can
Some
be
Browns-
driving this Forerunner? And so I drive up and they follow me, and I'm like, what the hell? And I like turn around and I put my head out the window to be like, yo, dude, like, where are we going? Where are we gonna go eat? And I look and I just see somebody wave at me, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, that's not Alex. And I was like, okay. And so come to find out it was your sister driving your Forerunner.
Oh.
And then I saw you, and I was like, oh yeah, there's no way he was driving that Forerunner. Yeah, man, very emotional topic for me for sure.
to Alex, bro.
yeah, to Alex's house.
Nonsense.
To
To Alex, man.
Yeah,
Glad you're all good, bro.
love
Don't ever
you.
scare us like that again, bro. That
I
shit was
love you.
that was crazy.
That was like another night with the boys, blacked out after 6th Street. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
That's that Ciroc, huh?
Did he? Why? No, did he?
So Rock Boys.
No, we are not. We are not Ciroc boys.
All right. To lighten up the mood a little
Yeah,
bit.
to get into juicy stuff of the pod.
What I asked y'all if y'all had any topics to talk about. Do any of y'all have anything you want to chop it up about?
I have something that I would like to talk about, and I know a lot of y'all don't watch it here. Well, none of y'all watch it here, but for my Invincible fans that are out there, great season, really good. Conquest versus Mark Veit, amazing. It's an amazing show. Y'all should check it out. If y'all aren't watching Invincible, it's pretty good. And then other than that, yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta say.
I thought you were gonna have like an actual conversation.
What you gonna say about Short Ling or something?
Solo Leveling?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to talk about anime. It's okay. But if you're watching Solo Leveling too, as well, another great anime.
What's it about?
Thoughts? Yeah. What are your hold on
Okay.
before you
Okay.
get into that one?
All right,
what-
all right.
Invincible is like. What do you think? Was it a good is it
Oh,
season
dude.
finale or I don't know what's going
Yeah. So
Like
okay,
you just
so-
said it was good. Like of course, like everyone
alright,
says
next
it's good.
topic.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
next
next
topic.
topic.
Thought you were gonna
no
actually
one-
talk about it. It's your time to shine, bro. Let's hear it.
Okay, I'll go into a little more detail. So season 3 just ended, and it got into the real juicy stuff.
Shout out
into
the
the
boy
com-
Glenn, huh?
Glenn? Oh yeah, Glenn. Yeah, Stephen Yin. He
Yeah.
does voice Invincible. Shout out Stephen Yin.
R.I.P. Glenn.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Glenn.
Glenn. Hey, he got his get back because the guy who voices Conquest
Is that boy?
is Negan.
Negan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
And,
that's cool.
well, also another crazy thing: the dude who produces the show also produced the show for The Walking Dead.
Interesting.
So people are like, oh, he's bringing back a bunch of people from The Walking Dead and all that to do the voice acting, which I mean they kind of have, and they're already theorizing another character that's been cast in season 4 already. They think it's the partner from the beginning of the show who was like sleeping with the Rick's wife or whatever. I can't think of his name. He plays the Punisher.
No, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. I forgot his name too. Can we look his name?
Yeah, if you don't mind. But they think it's gonna be him.
His best friend and police officer.
And The Walking Dead. If y'all,
his name is Shane
or something. Yeah, but anywho, they think it's gonna be that.
Berthel.
John Berthel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that guy. Well, they think it's gonna be him. But other than that, the season was really good. You got to see a bunch of they like stayed true to the comics, which was really cool. And so there's one war in there called the Invincible War. And for just the gist of it, it is more or less different variations of the main character come from different multiverses. And they start fucking shit up because they're all bad, basically. And they like destroy a bunch of cities around the world and things like that. And they shows this really cool... It shows this really cool panel where they're all standing in front of the cities that they destroyed, and they're like all on fire and all that. And they recreated it in the show, and they like again stayed true to the comics. So for them, it was real good for the fans.
That's always nice to stick with the script and shit.
Oh yeah,
bring that shit to life.
Oh yeah, and that's what the fans wanted.
Yeah.
And so we're real excited about season 4. They have an idea of what is gonna be seen. But at the end of season 3, they teased of an unknown story that is new to the comic book readers and to the show watchers. So we're a little excited about that because the director and the producer commented on it, and he basically said that like every superhero has gone against the devil or Satan, and he never got the opportunity to do that for Invincible in his comics. And so he's going to take the opportunity now to do it while they're doing the show to be able to tell the story that he never got the opportunity to. So everyone's excited because it's all new, and you know we don't know what to prepare for. And then to go into the solo leveling, that one is about a character who basically at the beginning is like the weakest character ever, and then where he is now currently in the show, he's probably like the strongest character ever. But he basically gets this ability that allows him to keep leveling up and get stronger, and in a world where he can't do that, where other people can't do that but him. So he ends up becoming like the strongest character ever. And right now, where that just is like ending off, it's ending on a good arc where you see him, where they just actually released one of the biggest battles or one of the most anticipated fights in the manhwa, because it's not a manga, it's a manhwa.
This man's going crazy.
And it's a manhwa because it's Korean.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Please don't get me in the comments.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so. But no, so that's really good. Great animation on that. Really good storytelling, in my opinion. And it's where I got the aura farming term word from, because no one says aura like our boy Jinwoo or Zach Scott. So
fair enough.
But other than that, that's my little tangent. That's what I brought to the nerds of the table. Oh, and coming up April 25th, 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3. I will be there. You dig? And so will Cam. You dig?
They're probably gonna go on a date together.
We probably will. We're gonna dress up too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cam has a costume anyways.
Yeah,
so.
he's gonna be Padme. I'm gonna be Anakin.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, other than
that was Zay's segment.
Yeah, that was Zay's 30-second segment. Thank you. And now all the women can walk back in and listen.
Now we can talk about a real topic, brother.
Yeah.
Carti just dropped his new album, sir. I Am Music, the highly anticipated album.
Swamp is out.
What were your initial thoughts when you first heard it?
Oh man, how much time we got?
Yeah.
This album, damn, bro. Every project it just gets better and better and better. From self-titled to Die Lit, Whole Lot of Red, and I Am Music. He just proved to everybody that he's always been that guy.
He's
just-
Atlanta's Travis.
Yeah, for sure. He's Atlanta's biggest right now. He's up there with like Young Thug now too. You know,
Tacomas are on the
it's
uprise.
crazy.
That was
For
crazy.
real, right?
is crazy.
That was crazy.
Elaborate on that.
What would you rate it off of the first listen?
Damn, off the first listen, bro. Shit, probably like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Low key same.
Yeah,
Like, and that's the thing I feel like with Carti, like obviously Whole Lotta Red, I appreciated it a lot after.
Yeah.
Like not when I first heard it, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I like Carti, to put in
Yeah,
perspective
yeah.
for all the fans out there, like or all our listeners, not fans.
Carti!
I do fuck with Carti a lot. So his progression has been dope to see, and I think he's made me view artists in the way I listen to like a new album of theirs in a different light, because
for sure.
you know, I feel like music. I feel like especially with this our generation of people, like kids and young adults and shit, like we are so quick to like say albums great or it's
Yeah,
shitty
for
off
sure.
of just one listen, and you got to give it time to like breathe a little bit. And going into that, kind of why I asked you off of the first listen, because I agree, like off of the first listen of I Am Music, I was like, damn, like I think this is like a solid 8, which is like that doesn't happen a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's usually people that I like fuck with super
Yeah,
heavy.
hell
But
yeah.
I think his like just all the songs, like kind of what you were saying, and like you were sending a tweet and you've been saying it as well, like kind of throughout the weeks that it's been out, like every day I have a favorite song.
Yeah,
And
new favorite song.
And I feel like with like other people and other people, like we all have different favorite songs.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's
yeah.
how you know when an
That's
album's
when,
good.
yeah, that's
'cause
when you know.
it's not just
Fine
one-
Shit is pretty good.
Yeah,
Fine
I
Shit,
know.
yeah, that shit goes
Love that
hard.
song.
But it's like, it's not just like oh, have you heard Sicko Mode?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Golly, I apologize.
Yeah.
I
That's
apologize.
his
I heard
GoPro.
that.
I apologize.
what is
You
that?
could turn that off.
Oh,
That's just-
shit.
He
I
just,
thought it
dude,
was an
he just-
alarm.
He just playing at the bomb, bro. You
apologize.
just playing at beat.
I'm dead. But no, yeah,
That was scary.
that was kind of like, I was like, damn, bro, this is a good album, and I've been listening to it probably like nonstop for the past
Me
like week
too.
or two, you know. So ever since it came out, so just kind of wanted to see your thoughts on it. You know what I mean? I know that
Shit,
there's a lot of
bro.
Carti lore that I know they don't know, and
Yeah.
honestly, I might not even know. But you were saying whenever it dropped that the first 6 songs were
Yeah,
leaks.
there were leaks. There's a fair amount of leaks, but not like the bangers, or at least not to my knowledge, weren't. Like Fine Shit was not one. I gotta look at the album, but there's
Look at it. Yeah, look at it. You got it, man.
Dang it.
Because
Are they still named the same?
Were there any changes?
Like the ones that were leaked?
Nah, there's
Where are
some
they?
that are the same, some that are different. Pop Out, Crush, K-Pop, Evil Jordan, Mojo Jojo. Those are all leaks.
And they're still the same names as they were
Yeah,
leaked?
Mojo Jojo was. I don't know about Crush, and Pop Out, I believe, was the same. And then I thought Backdoor was Backrooms when I first heard it, and then I heard it was Backdoor. Yeah, Kanye produced, I believe. And Janae Aiko is in it
Yeah,
too.
bro.
That's crazy.
Fire.
Toxic.
Yeah, the
Insane.
features are what really like got my attention too.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
this man had
Travis,
Kendrick,
Future.
The Weeknd, like
Skepta,
Skepta,
Lil Uzi,
Lil Uzi, yeah.
and Thug and Ty Dolla $ign,
JG.
and me.
Wait,
Yes,
Size.
sir.
wait, what's Sorry for the Wait? Is that one other? more?
It's like
It's
the
deluxe?
It's
The
deluxe. Yeah,
Oh,
but he
shit.
has like.
How do you feel about that?
songs.
You said he doesn't normally do that, like a deluxe.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think he's
So-
just kind of recycling his bangers to create, a more hype for Baby Boy.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, because obviously you're tapped in. Carti's probably your favorite artist. Right? So
Hell
it's
yeah.
like you know all these leaks, but for regular
Yeah.
consumer of his music, like we've probably never heard those songs.
That's
So-
the only reason why I give it 8 out of 10, because all those like Hood by Air, Evil Jordan, Hood by Air, he didn't have like a piece in there that he did when he first dropped it. And then Evil Jordan was a TikTok ass intro.
Yeah. But
And
that shit
then,
goes hard though.
Yeah, that shit does go hard. I just, well, it's all right. And What were we talking about? His leaks? There was, yeah.
Well, I was just saying that like you've probably heard these songs, so
Oh.
that like we probably have never
that's
heard.
right.
So like I
That's
think
right.
like that's you've listened to
For
probably Evil Jordan
sure.
a shit ton. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
probably
for
like
sure.
a
Like
little
when it
different.
first
You know
came
what I
out.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
I remember that day too. It was like winter when this dropped, and we were recording a music video for Sias and
Yep.
Tavian that day, and I remember it dropped.
Yeah, you pulled up
That
here.
shit was, nah, that was a different time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but dude, I love it. I Am Music. I mean, finally.
What are
you know?
your top 5 songs from I Am Music?
My bitch, she can't even go outside. Oh shit, my love is talking, or she's calling me. Dang it!
You're in big trouble.
Oh
dude.
shit!
Answer, dude.
You can put it on near the
I
thing.
can't do that.
Yeah,
Hey, babe. I'm low key recording right now,
He a little nervous.
but I'll call you back in a little bit. I'm glad you made it home though. That's just adios. All right, I love you.
Oh
All right, bye, baby.
my God, JG, take off your clothes.
Oh my gosh, Gigi, you're so girthy.
In a way, that's the.
Fine
Zach?
shit.
talk to Zach about that.
Fine shit. Back door. Talk shit.
This is
Back door,
room.
back door,
What is
No,
it?
that's on the
back
last
door,
song.
back door.
Actually, fine shit.
Oh, it's back door and back rooms.
Fine shit. Overly.
Damn, dude, how are you hitting me like
Oh, I see you, baby boy. Toxic. And then backdoor. Munyan, Crank. Crank was also like
You
a
only
little
have
lead.
5. You only have 5.
Oh shit. And
What's your
then-
top 5?
Oh fuck, my
Go,
top. That's
go.
hard, bro. Fine shit is definitely there.
that? Okay, that's 1,
Overly is definitely there too.
2.
I'm a clip farm here. Opium Baby too.
Mm.
I love Opium Baby. And I See You, Baby
huh?
Boy.
That's 4.
And Backdoor. Dang, that's hard. Nah, I would replace. Dang it.
Yeah, that's 5. Nope. You're
Yeah,
locked
I'm
in.
sticking with
You're
that.
locked in.
Fuck it.
Too late. You're locked in.
Yeah. Every song's my favorite song.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not gonna lie, I've been using pretty much that whole album for my vlogs lately. So
Yeah,
to put
I
that in
love that
perspective,
shit.
because that's usually like songs I fuck with. So
Bro, it's.
solid, bro. I like it a lot. Like
I can't wait to go to Mexico now and bang this shit in the streets for real.
Cam had a question that he wanted me to ask you. What are your
up?
thoughts about leaks?
I think they're good and bad. They're good in the sense of kind of like promoting your music, but bad if it's like a good ass song. Cause now like you can't really release it,
Yeah.
and labels are like, oh no, it's already out. We can't really copyright this anymore. Or I don't know how that works, but that's pretty much like my assumption of it. Cause Travis, what's that one song? Find what she bought from Austin is lit. Like that
Houdini?
was, huh? Houdini. And then freaking, what's his name? Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Yeah.
Well, shit, they
whistle.
copyrighted us on that, so we couldn't even post that.
Exactly. So a lot of these songs, I don't know, the leaks are interesting. But what I feel like, there's a theory of what Carti did. Carti had a bunch of leaks, and it was him testing his new sound, which is why it was like a lot, like Mojo
It's an
Jojo
Easter
was
egg.
a leak and all this other shit. And just to kind of like get a feel like what people were saying about the leaks and shit. Every leak that I've always heard about Carti, that bitch is
Fire.
on 10, on fucking 10. Like, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So
bro.
you fuck with them though? Like you?
Oh, bro, he's always been my goat for sure. He's always been like top 3 type shit. Like Chief Keef, Carti, and I'd probably put Drake in there too. Top 3.
That's solid.
Mm-hmm. Chief Keef for sure. Chief Keef made me who I am. And then Chief Keef.
We're clipping that. We gotta clip that. That's funny.
For real, Chief Keef made me who I am, man. I fucking love his
The
music,
Doughboys
bro.
right there.
Shout out to the North Side, dude. I remember just being in middle school, like he started the wave of like, no, this was like Lil Wayne shit, but it was like, I'd be in middle school, bro, skinny jeans and one pair that I own, and I would sag the shit out of them hoes. Some thick ass Vans, and I would just unlace that bitch, and I would just, we were dress code, so I was in 6th grade. 6th graders had to wear white, so I would wear like a white shirt, white hoodie, and I'd have my headphones at MP3, and I'd be banging some like underground Chief Keef, just like freaking Almighty So. Oh yeah, that brings back a lot of good memories.
Oh my
Bro.
God, I keep reminiscing.
That was some good time, bro. Good music, man. And it comes back to Carti, because like people don't understand that sometimes. I feel like, yeah, of course you do want to hear asadic, melodic, telepathic, you want to hear all this lyrical stuff. You want to hear this lyrical stuff, but like at the end of the day, you got to realize it's music. It's just
I am music.
It's just art. So gotta appreciate it.
Shout out to Carti, bro.
Yeah.
Audio.
CEO's leaving.
You dig? CEO is leaving. You dig?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll see you, bro. Yes, sir.
Gone, bro.
Why I take a business call, huh? Something like that.
Hey, so make sure you guys are like, comment, subscribing. Make sure you guys are, engaging with their content.
Turn them noties.
Give them some feedback too. If you disagree with their takes, go crazy in the comments, man.
Cook us.
Talk shit, all that. But I'll see y'all guys soon for a round table. But these boys got it from here, so. And I know Zay's been probably making y'all mad with the soundboard, but
Not even.
Yeah, we're gonna hear it. So
Not even.
Okay.
So I have one more topic. If y'all have, do y'all have anything else y'all wanted to chop it up about?
Yeah. How do you feel about I Am Music?
Yeah, facts. So how do y'all feel about it? Yeah, I want to see y'all's perspective.
Yeah.
Please, bro.
I want to hear
Okay,
y'all.
I'll
Yeah,
say.
you can
Let
start
me
off.
say first,
Yeah, yeah.
because
And I'll correct
I've
you.
actually listened of a tad bit to it.
Nice.
I actually listened to all of it.
Have you really?
Sure.
Yes. As soon as JG, whoever texted in the morning
Yeah.
dropped,
For
Because
sure.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Spotify.
And I was
Is it 'cause it
driving.
was a Spotify?
I'll
Yeah,
correct. I want to listen to your opinion.
And
I'll
I was
correct
you
you.
wanna go
I'll
first,
correct
or-
you.
No, let him go first.
All right,
and
go
you can
ahead.
go.
I want to correct him first. And then you. All right,
Okay,
here you
that's
go.
fine.
Okay, as an outside listener and as someone who is somewhat tapped into Carti, not super tapped in at
Yeah.
all, not at all, but somewhat tapped in. I do love some Carti songs. There are out there. I was very interested into the sound. I did enjoy that. I liked the way it sounded at first. I like the one with Kendrick. I don't know it off the top of my head.
It's okay.
He has a couple low key.
That's -1 point. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the ones with
be scared,
Kendrick.
dude.
Yeah, I know. Right? I'm about to get minus 10 points.
Yeah,
Gryffindor.
that's what I'm saying.
But other than that, I mean, I've enjoyed it. I don't have like a super favorite song.
Right.
I can say the one song that I can remember that I guess I'm like, oh, I like that one is Fine Shit.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. But other than that, I mean, I've enjoyed it the times he wants to listen to it and play for it.
Which is all the time right
Yeah,
now.
all the
Yeah,
time.
come on now.
And after he left, when I dropped him off on Sunday back here, I mean, I listened to it on the car ride home. So, just like, hearing it in the new whip was nice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It banged in there.
He picked me up. He was
bet.
just playing country, bro.
No, it wasn't just country.
A little bit. Of
It was
Drake.
probably
And
his
a little bit of
playlist.
Drake.
It was his playlist. You
It's
know?
my
Yeah, it was 2024's day.
yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
It had, the cover art is Obito sitting watching.
Is it really?
It's watching. It's him watching Sasuke. It's that one.
That's the brother
For everyone.
or
knows.
father.
If you know, you know.
No, it's.
What am I thinking
there's
about?
not related.
I'm thinking about Baruto.
Itachi.
No,
No,
You're thinking Boruto?
there's Naruto and then there's
that's Boruto. That's
Yeah,
his son.
there. Yeah, okay. I said brother and father. Okay, right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Don't
just,
let it happen
cook
again.
me.
though.
It's just,
don't
that's
let it happen
negative 10
again.
right there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, all
it
pain,
negative
no
10?
Itachi.
It's -10 for sure.
But yeah, no, I enjoy it. It's pretty good.
What would you
So,
give it out of 10?
I mean, me personally, I give it like a 7.
You can leave. No, I'm kidding.
That's crazy. Cause
Okay, that's all,
wait till you hear mine.
Yeah, that
bro.
ain't bad. Huh?
Wait till you hear mine, bro.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear yours.
All right. Well, first put the weapon down and we can talk about it. All right. All right. Well, like I said, when the JG announced that it was out, I was on the way to work. I had instantly turned the podcast off and turned it on. Okay, so when I first listened to it, it was definitely some Carti shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? I definitely knew it was some Carti shit. Usually, as I listen to albums, I'll let it play. And, if I'm actually listening, I'll actually go back on the app and I'll leave a like just so I know, right? I don't think it's synced all the way, but it only shows that I liked one song
I know,
right? Which is Rather Lie. Okay. That day was the only time I finished through the whole thing. I haven't listened to it again since then, which I need to.
I would recommend it.
But I feel like I'll.
You need to listen to.
I'll listen to it again.
You need to listen to the music, but the LeBron version of it.
Oh my god!
I'd rather lie than lose, bro.
But I think what I remember, I think I liked like 3 or 4 songs after the first listen.
Yeah.
Like I said, it is some Carti shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Can't understand 99% of the shit he's saying.
Damn mumble rapper, brother.
I can, bro.
Features were crazy good. I liked how he had a lot of diversity in that shit.
The fact that he got Kendrick on like 4 songs is low-key crazy to me. I feel like that says a lot about who Carti is as an artist. For
sure.
If we're being honest.
For sure.
Kendrick don't really be doing a lot of features.
Nah.
Like Kendrick really didn't post music a lot up to like Nothing Like Us.
Yeah.
Or
Not
Like Us, sorry.
Yeah, Carti, I need that beat.
As of right now,
that extraterrestrial
I think my answer will change. My answer will change as I listen to it again.
It will change. It will change once we
I
get.
know I will.
Look, once we get on that water.
100%.
Bro, I know exactly what song I'm starting with.
Y'all are talking over each other right now.
Once y'all start getting on DJ and you start playing that shit, starting to fucking, put that shit in my brain.
Oh yeah,
we'll get hypnotizing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Once we on bad time,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He makes that music that you're just like, you know what I mean? Like it's like perfect, like raging music, like when you're in a mosh pit.
It's like
majestic.
That's the perfect word for it.
Yeah, bro. 100 like a festival.
As of right now,
like Rolling Loud. That shit was probably fucking crazy. Because he had just dropped his album and he performed at Rolling Loud.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
That's crazy.
And that's like 30 songs.
That was that video you sent?
Yeah.
The whole thing? How long was that?
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I remember when Travis did the Rolling Loud. I watched that shit a shit ton
Yeah,
of times.
same type of vibe, bro.
Okay.
I mean, that he's like he said, he's the Atlanta's Travis for real.
Yeah.
Like I like didn't think about it because I be on my like nerdy shit and shit on YouTube, and I follow like this guy named Patrick CC. He does like documentary type of videos, but he'll do it like pop culture, music.
Yeah.
He has like a second channel where he just kind of talks about stuff, and he talked about Carti's album, and he brought up how like influential Whole Lotta Red was for like this generation of like artists, kids.
Oh my
you know
God,
what I mean?
bro.
Like because he was saying that like if he didn't make that album, like Destroy Lonely probably wouldn't be where he's at, and even Ken Carson. So it's like
easily,
Opium wouldn't be where it's at. So
even Homicide Gang too, bro.
yeah, so it's crazy because like I said, I did not like Whole Lotta Red when I first heard it, and I'll admit it. But like
I liked Whole Lotta Red.
when I like it now, but like off of first listen, I was like, what is this? I'm not gonna lie to you. It just was something I hadn't heard from Carti because I'm expecting like the shooter.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. No, I knew Carti like had
Carti.
I knew Carti was on a great roll when he signed Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely, and they dropped their albums. Like they didn't get a lot of listens or anything, but
their shit's hard too.
Their shit was hard as fuck, and that's
Ken
all
Carson's
under.
Good. I like Ken Carson.
Carti needs to prove that. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh yeah, this shit goes crazy, insane. Ken Carson, I'd probably put Ken Carson above Destroy Lonely.
Yeah.
But they're definitely like neck and neck.
Yeah,
bro.
they're both good, bro.
They're both good as fuck for sure.
But it's crazy because Carti is like, I'm not gonna lie, probably this generation's like Travis.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, to put it in perspective for like
I think
everyone,
he won a championship for sure this year.
Yeah, I think he has like the most streams of this year in like a first week. So he's obviously worldwide.
He's like
now.
the first artist.
Everyone knows Swamp.
Yeah, he's the first artist with all his
That's the first time I heard that.
all his songs are on Billboard 100. He's the first artist with that.
Like 30
Really?
songs.
Yeah.
All 30?
That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
It's how it is, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like
Y'all can fact check me though. In the comments.
No, I think you're right, bro. Because
What
I
are
think
his fans called?
Or it's like his
Vamps.
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 Yeah.
The Vamps are going
Like
crazy,
short for
bro.
what?
Vampires.
Vampires.
Yeah.
No, YVL is short for Young Vamp Life.
Are you one?
Hey, come on, bro.
That answers your question.
Young
Oh
Vamp
my
Life,
God,
come
they just
on.
fucked right in front of us.
It's crazy because I've been hitting that hoe.
Yeah,
so-
hey,
hit
I'm
that
so
huge
misunderstood.
No one understood. Dude, that Drewski skit is
yeah.
hilarious, bro. He's like, has like his nails painted. And shit.
Oh yeah, I got like Rick Owens 2006.
Balenciagas.
Balenciaga Runway 2008. You know, vintage.
But yeah, bro, shout out to Carti. Had to bring him up because that's, like I said, that's probably one of my favorite
That's
albums this
monumental
year.
right now. No
And
cap.
it's
Yeah,
it's gonna be
it's a
huge. I
big
feel like
motion.
whenever he's going on tour with The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all knew that, but
Yeah, he's coming to Austin. No, San Antonio.
San Antonio,
Houston.
That's crazy.
Dallas.
San Antonio and Houston.
Hey,
or
that's
Dallas.
going towards
Let's go to Dallas
That's
though.
going towards college,
Oh, she
brother.
back in Austin, so it's all good. Hey, we can go to Dallas though.
Yeah,
Dallas
I'm
lit.
not gonna lie, that concert is gonna be lit because I fuck with The Weeknd too. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a crazy
The Weeknd,
mix.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my girl liked The Weeknd too.
The
so that's
Vamps,
just-
You're not
And
getting
Vamps
that-
and
the
like,
Vamps and the Weeknd.
You're not getting that mosh stuff.
Nah, hell
Wow, the Vamps are gonna go crazy.
Nah,
dude.
them
I don't know if the
must be
Weeknd's fans are gonna be able to handle
no.
that.
Dude,
let's hope so.
me and CJ have been in a couple of moshes before, and I remember when Carti first came to Austin, we were in the back, and the mosh was going so crazy, we somehow made our way to the front. And that
Wait,
concert
Carti's
too,
first performance in Austin.
in Austin, like when he dropped
Y'all went to
self-titled,
the-
bro,
y'all went to that.
Gunna.
he had if you know Swoosh God. He had Swoosh God. He had Pierre perform, Young Nudie, and he had Gunna, and he brought out Maxo Cream as a special guest too.
Wow.
Insane. Now look at Gunna now.
Yeah, one of the biggest rappers.
Crazy,
right? now.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
insane.
crazy.
Swoosh God never made that, but yeah, seeing Gunna though is
Maxo's only Texas big. I don't think he's like main.
yeah. Nah, everyone in that fucking concert immediately recognized because he started playing Fetty and shit.
Yeah,
But
of course.
Gunna was
Yeah,
Gunna
at
was
that
insane
time.
because I remember he had dropped YSL with Playboy Carti and he was singing that, and I was the only person in the crowd that knew that song that was like jamming to, and everybody was looking back at me. I was like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah, I
You're a
didn't know
vamp.
Gunna at that time.
You're a
I'm not gonna
vamp,
lie.
I am a vamp for
This
real,
is
for
when
real.
Gunna was before
Fat.
he was big.
Yeah,
This is when he was
before
Bro, this
it
was like when he had like
before
little,
Slime Language 3, right?
This was when he had like little dreads. This is on his album where he has like that Bane mask almost,
Yes, yeah.
and it has YSL. It's like orange,
orange, yeah.
Papa Tay, YSL.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you've been tapped in, bro. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
and that's the
The
type of
albums.
music I fuck with, bro. It's not everyone's
Albums,
like cup of tea, but it's I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't really care about like lyrical, schmirical,
Yeah,
lyrical.
that's what I'm saying.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
I
saying?
do, but that was like back then. Like when I was in middle school, it was like nothing but Joey Badass for me. So
Right.
it was just like a bunch of that kind of
Listen
rap.
to a couple
Like
of that.
backpack rap.
Yeah,
type shit.
and then I just made the complete switch, especially like on the come up of SoundCloud. I started looking up like rappers and shit, and this is kind of how I found my love for Carti. Fetty had dropped, right? So I was on the hunt for new music, and so what I would do is I would go on SoundCloud. Okay, Maxo Cream is in that song, right? I'm gonna go to Maxo Cream's profile on SoundCloud. Okay, I go to his discography. I listen to his songs, and back then in SoundCloud, you could see people's likes on their profiles. So then I'd be like, "What does Maxo Cream like?" And so I would go to his likes, and I would see other
It'd just be,
artists
like,
and just go from there.
Yeah, like underground
And so
shit.
I did that with every artist from that song, and I noticed everyone in that song had previously dropped like more than 10 or 12 songs. Carti was the only one that probably had like 3 or 4 songs out. So I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And he was only in
mysterious.
that. Yeah,
Very,
bro, since
very.
like the jump. Since
Very.
like the jump.
Yeah,
it was
he's always
crazy.
been like that.
It's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he only have 4 songs? And these bitches are like going like they're doing crazy numbers. And then slowly but surely, bro, I just started keeping my eye on him a lot. And then Broke Boy dropped, and then he dropped like a bunch of other songs. Damn, I'm trying to remember some off the top of my head. Like What We Doing. What with Uno the Act? That's original.
I remember
though.
you would
Oh,
always
shit.
be watching that music
Yeah,
video.
the music
bro.
video.
Oh,
I
you talk
love
too
that
much.
shit. Yeah.
What's the
With
one where
Thousand
he's
Band
getting,
Fonny.
where he's getting domed up in that music video?
That's in Broke Boy.
That's Broke Boy.
That's Broke Boy. Thousand Band Fonny and Uno the Activist when they were like a group and shit. Yeah, bro. I've fucking Sneak Dissing. Sneak Dissing was my favorite song of Carti's for the longest time. And just that like In Abundance kind of playlist that Yes Jules made, and this is when I found
Hey,
out
yo.
of Yes Jules.
yo.
Yeah, and then Carti had
you
made
know, you
Left
know.
Right with Uzi, and she was like the DJ on that song. So you would hear her tag like, "You are now tuned in to Yes Jules," and then it'd be like, "Some eyes around my neck, bitch, I'm a rock star." Yeah, and from there on, that's what I was like, "Oh
Hey,
yeah,
that's our national anthem.
that's
That's
the
crazy.
yeah, that is
Please
our
stand for
national,
the
yeah,
national
yes sir." So that's the Carti lore for me. You know what I mean?
Love
Yeah.
it, love it.
Yeah.
I have one more thing for y'all. So
You fucking lied to us.
Oh yeah.
You know what I was doing all day today?
what are you doing all day today?
I was on my YouTube and just watching all my old videos.
All your old
Literally,
videos.
yeah.
buddy.
Like all my Call of Duty videos.
Were they good?
Bruh. So
Like,
we
be
had,
honest,
so
were
we
they
had,
good?
we had, dude, they're
Like, what-
they're all pushing like 200, 300 views.
That's solid.
Like 20 plus likes. Because the trick shot community was huge.
Right. Oh, you were just doing trick
Yeah.
shots?
And like, I had like funnies and fails and shit. And
Yeah,
bro,
those are fire. I
I'm talking
always
about them
like
shits were like canceled shit. You get canceled, bro.
You still have them up too?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! You should probably take those down.
Nah.
Nah, fuck it.
Nah.
Is it? Yeah, they see it was uploaded. What 2011?
Yeah, because
You
I'm
straight.
straight. I've been telling the guys I've been watching a lot of Phase Apex's pod and shit, and he's bringing back a lot of the old Phase
Yes.
members and just like nostalgia shit. And the shit they be talking about is just like
I saw this.
I literally grew up with like Phase Apex, and they're the same age.
Dude, I saw this picture of FaZe Banks, and he was like, "Man, he's been making content for the
Yeah.
past like 10 years," and it was him like
These
a
motherfuckers-
setup that we would have
Yeah.
like right now, like
Yeah.
a laptop and
Yeah.
his Xbox type
And the way
shit.
I was thinking about it, bro, it's crazy because like these kids like Phase Apex, like their only job they knew is YouTube.
Yeah, yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could do this shit, bro.
That shit
you
is
know what I
so
mean? Like, we
crazy,
could
bro.
definitely do this shit. It's just a different time, of course, but like you invest your time into it, it'll reward you in the long run.
Shit is
Because
so- just look at Phase Rug, dude.
yeah, he's
started
in a
at
whole
fa-
different stratosphere.
He was one of the best trick shotters, bro. And then now he's probably up there.
He's
up
like
there
a-
with Mr. Beast.
I was about to say, yeah, I would say he's like
the
a
only left Phase member that's actually just like still like relevant in posting.
right. Yeah, because Banks and Apex and all. Well, Adapt he live streams
he
now.
live
So,
streams. Yeah, that shit is so crazy, bro.
dude, you were on that live streaming shit, bro. I
know,
wonder like
I
where
was.
you would be if you would have stuck
I
with it.
was.
Because you were pretty like you had like a good
Yeah,
community, and I feel like
did,
that's all
yeah.
you need,
With
really.
Jen's, I was on Jen's community.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're super. It was like repay. It's like you give subs, they come back to you, and they gift
Yeah.
it back. It's just like full circle and shit.
Do any of her friends still stream like
So I
that?
think some of them does, but she doesn't. She doesn't stream anymore either. So
Yeah, I feel like that's the way, bro.
yeah,
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm always like weird with shit like that. I'm always trying to think of like what's next.
yeah.
And like I think it's really gonna be like this IRL shit. Like I
Yeah.
think it's gonna, I try to
TV
think of stuff that like was popping when we were younger, because
Yeah.
that's kind of how shit is, just like trends and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think like you remember like when MTV was doing like Room Raiders and
Yeah.
like Made. I don't know if y'all remember like shit like that, but like I think it's gonna be that type of shit. Like seeing like someone's like personality and like their growth as a person. Like, I think people fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like, I
That
think
shit
it's
is freaking.
because it's the people that I don't watch streamers, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not sitting down and watching just someone live stream
Yeah.
unless it's one of my friends,
Right,
someone I
right.
know. It's
Yeah.
I'm not like I'll see clips though, and I think that's like the beauty of like the like universe of like social media and shit. Like you can clip stuff up, but like you may not I don't have to watch Speed in China, but I'll see clips probably of it on Twitter. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's crazy how that
shit-
works.
I
Like,
saw
That
saw
shit-
them sing that song.
That-
Sing that song.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
exactly.
wild.
Yeah, that
but,
shit's
but
on a.
you have probably never watched
No,
like
I
sat
didn't
down and
watch
watched
this.
Speed
No,
stream.
No,
I
I've never
have
have.
never-
I've
Never.
never have.
Neither
I
have
have
Only
I.
only
clips,
seen
clip
clips.
farms,
That's
literally.
what-
Same thing with Kai's. I have never sat down
That's
and
what
like
I'm
watched.
saying.
I watch
bro.
Kai. Kai got some good content.
You know, yeah, they all have really good
Yeah.
content, but like I think it's just the act of like sitting down. Like I watch podcasts that are hour and a half, but it's hard for me to just sit down and watch a live stream. It's different. I don't know.
No, yeah, no, I totally
so
get
like
it. I
the
totally
thing
get
that
it.
I'm thinking, like who's watching them then? Is it just like younger kids?
I'll tell you what, bro. Shit, when I watch streams, bro, it was either on the side I was doing something and had it on, or putting it on when I'm trying to fall asleep.
Right.
That's the only time like I'm doing nothing. I'm just literally like that. I'm
Right.
telling you, but when you're actually watching it, bro, it's when you see a nice little like nice little
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you. That's
And then you get all the homies in there. Oh my
Right.
god, she ran my car.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I
No,
don't
yeah, I
know.
feel that
No.
though, because
Come on,
they
bro.
be
I don't
on there,
know,
bro.
sorry.
That's the wave. Like
Yeah.
that's how you grow your your brand. Honestly, like it's crazy how that is. But I guess kind of going into the next topic, you know what I'm saying? They probably to end it off. I wanted to do a King of the Hill with the boys. So for everyone that doesn't know, this episode is gonna be Nickelodeon shows. So I'm gonna give them a show, 2 shows, and they have to pick which one they like, which one's better, and they all have to agree on it. It's not just gonna be individual, so y'all have to agree. Interesting. And then when it advances, like it just keeps going, and then whoever's the last one is the king of the hill, essentially.
It's like a tournament.
So 3 of us had to agree, and we have to agree, and we can't move on.
Yeah, it can't just
them.
be like JG says one, but y'all both disagree.
Okay,
here.
so we just kind of like to just
or I guess majority rule, right?
Persuade each other.
Majority rule
and
but there's
being
3,
persuasive. too.
Right. So
Okay.
we're gonna start it off. So Nickelodeon shows, like I said, I have a whole list.
Oh, hold on, wait. Let me. I think there's a drum roll.
Oh yeah, go for
It
it.
literally says it right there.
It's not a drum roll, but it's like a
Oh,
like a
sounds
game
like
show,
sounds
like
like
a
a
game
jingle.
show.
Perfect.
And welcome down to our first contestants over here.
King of
at
the Hill.
King of the Hill with PCT. And we're gonna turn that off. All right.
So starting it off, boys. Dora the Explorer or Blue's Clues?
Boy.
Oh, Blue's Clues.
Fuck. Blue's Clues. Yeah, my boy
Let's see.
Steve.
Blue's Clues?
Yeah, I'll probably
I didn't
Blue's
really,
Clues.
I didn't really like Dora because like
Yo,
I
soy
thought-
Dora.
I thought that was like for girls.
Low-key, I think I've probably watched Dora more than, or I've seen more Dora
What?
than Blue's Clues.
I watch both a lot.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm not
watch
gonna
both
lie.
a lot, but I would go with Blue's
Once
Clues.
I saw that dude with the fucking striped shirt pop up on my screen, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, I'm changing this shit.
What? That was my boy Steve. That boy
Yeah.
had that fit on, boy.
Yeah, he
but
was the main part. When he left and shit, I cried, bro.
we could do Dora. I mean, sorry, we could do Blue's Clues.
Well,
Said
it's,
no.
it's majority rules.
It's majority rules, alright,
You could have
so-
still voted for Dora.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well,
Yeah, Blue's Clues for surely.
Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues or
This is gonna be easy.
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Oh, Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Arnold.
Easy. That was that Nickelodeon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all Nickelodeon.
Yeah, no.
I went through it. I
One
had
with the
it.
football head, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey Arnold or Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Rugrats. Yeah,
Oh,
Rugrats.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Rugrats.
No, I did, but my vote didn't matter because there's already 2.
I mean, you can still vote.
You
You
can
know?
still vote.
Your vote matters, brother.
Your vote does matter.
Yeah.
I'm half and half. Hey Arnold and Rugrats.
I definitely watched more. Yeah.
I
you know what I'm
like the
saying?
Rugrats movies.
Bro,
a
you
lot,
didn't
but-
get that orange VHS?
I'm gonna
big
have to
dog?
watch that
Come
shit.
on,
Yeah,
come
hell
on,
yeah.
big dog.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, Rugrats.
Rugrats, okay. Rugrats or Jimmy Neutron.
Dude, how did I know you were gonna say that,
Jimmy
bro? Neutron.
with the Kango canine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
for
Neutron.
surely.
Do my
Yeah.
Jimmy for my boy Carl.
Jimmy Neutron or Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, to the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. Damn.
Yeah, right.
I just feel like a whore, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just
Switching every
jumping
new one.
shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just going on to
Wait,
the
what'd
new
you
one.
Yeah.
say? It was
Fairly Odd
what?
Parents and
Or
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron.
Low key. Hold on. Let me think
Damn,
about
they
that.
had a collab
They
together.
did. I was about
definitely
to
did.
say.
2.
Dude, I was going through all these shows. Nick is
Nick was cooking that.
You know,
solid, bro.
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Neutron because it was in 3D, and I
Okay.
really like the animation of 3D
Damn,
stuff.
I have to be the tiebreaker.
Hold on.
here.
You said
No.
Jimmy Neutron and
Fairly Odd Parents.
yeah, I'm gonna go Fairly Odd Parents.
Fuck.
Because they had some. Because they had, bro. They had some
Bangers.
some banger
They
songs
did.
in that
Dub
bitch, dude.
Rules.
Yeah.
The tooth one.
Yeah,
With,
that shit was
Oh, and
crazy.
it's
Shiny
Skylar.
teeth and me.
Chip Skylar. Yeah, what's that Chin guy name too?
The Crimson
Crimson
Chin.
Chin.
Do you know the
Crimson
negative?
Chin.
What's the negative one called?
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
why I
I know
chose
what
Jimmy
you're
Neutron.
picking, brother.
I watched it a lot though. I watched it a lot though.
But fuck, there's so
Yeah, I
many
watched both
good
of them,
ones with
too.
Jimmy Neutron too. When they had go to space and save all the parents. And all
Yeah.
that.
Come on, dude. Just
I think
it's
that's-
just.
isn't
I'm
that
gonna
a
go
movie?
Fairly Odd Parents on this.
Okay,
It's just-
okay.
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Phantom?
Very Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that sounds like a you answer.
Danny
that
Phantom.
is-
Danny
I like
Phantom
Danny.
didn't
He's a
pop
Phantom.
up a
He's
lot
a-
for me.
He's
it
a
was
Phantom.
weird.
I like
yeah.
I like Danny Phantom, but compared to Fairly Odd Parents, I was like, oh, let's watch that.
Yeah, for
I fucked
sure.
with Danny
Me too.
Phantom a lot.
Me
Y'all
too.
are asleep.
But I did like Danny Phantom. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I did like it.
Fairly Odd Parents or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh,
I can't wait till we get to the real life shit.
man.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna throw my answer out there because I'm gonna make him be the tiebreaker.
No.
But I'm gonna do Avatar because it has a 9.9 episode, and it is one of the highest episodes ever
Interesting.
rated in TV history. It is in the top 5.
So I just go and watch that.
Is it
one
the last episode?
It's when he fights Isaac.
Fire Lord.
Yeah,
when the
the
Fire
last
Lord
episode,
Isaac.
yeah.
And when
He like did his like push and it was his whole body. Yeah,
when he fights
Avatar
Fire-
is lit.
When episode alone was rated a 9.9 out of 10.
The thing is, there's so much Fairly Odd Parents and not enough Avatar. And also, it was one of those things where Avatar only had 4 seasons. And it was one of those things where it didn't pop up a lot on my, or at least the time that I would watch it. It'd be really hard for me to like kind of keep up with it too, because the episodes were always. But, no, I'm tripping. I'm doing Avatar.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I really liked Avatar. Fairly Odd Parents, I could sleep too.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Really?
What?
Avatar,
My
Last
boy,
Airbender?
Avatar was
Oh.
lit, bro.
Appa, Appa, yip,
That's why we keep
yip,
choppers
yip.
on us.
Yeah, for real.
I tried watching that real life one. I couldn't. Watch. I couldn't get into. I couldn't get into.
Don't
it.
do that. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Every like Aang would be the guy that make me want to go outside and find a long stick. And every time,
Yeah.
yo, come on now, pause.
That is a pause for sure.
And
What's it made me want to go get it?
and I would just like pretend that I was on that thing that he would have.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Wish I could airbend.
Dude,
If,
I
if,
know.
if y'all could be a part of like a nation, what nation?
Oh,
would
Fire
y'all-
Nation.
Oh, really?
I liked Earth.
I would be an avatar. I'm one of those.
Oh, this guy.
I
He went straight
would
for
be
the
an
main
avatar.
character.
Wait, what the hell? Yeah, I think kidding,
I
dude.
know. I would choose air though. I fuck with air.
I fuck
But,
with
like,
air too.
all
An
Yeah,
air nomad? You'd be an
Yeah.
air nomad?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, because you could also. You could
fly.
also
Fly, yeah.
fly, yeah.
And you get the cool air bisons and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, you know what? I'm going air too.
water was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Water was fire.
Yeah,
Water was cool, but
Earthbenders were
Aang,
lit too.
Aang made it look like that was easy to learn.
If you could earthbend, you could metal bend.
Yeah, that was the first
So,
one he learned. with
Yeah,
water.
water man.
But he was with girl.
Yeah, what's her name?
Did you have like a friend group?
Starts
of
with the
3 or
C.
some shit?
I thought it was with the K.
No. Is it?
Harris?
Korra.
K-
Oh,
Korra-
no,
no.
Korra is
That's
this
his
other
daughter.
avatar. Can you look it up real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, Flabbit.
Corin? Is it Corin?
Karina?
I want to say it. No. Is it Karina? What is it?
Dang, Flabbit, dude.
What is it?
No, I'm not, sorry, I'm not good at that.
It's
Avatar.
Rachel Bush.
Rachel Bush.
Hey, yo. Oh,
Katara.
Angela White.
Katara.
Katara.
Yeah, Katara's cold. Bloodbending.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, facts. That was a crazy episode, too.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was one of those shows that like my mom would watch with me. Just
Oh,
because like the
sick.
story is like
Yeah.
actually like a good story.
That's
so.
badass.
Yeah,
Wow.
shout out to Avatar, bro. But going on to the next one. Avatar or All That?
I don't know all that.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know what all
Yeah,
that is.
What's that?
So
I
Avatar.
know the show.
It was like it's like
So we know-
Nickelodeon's
we
like
know it's
SNL.
Oh,
type
that's
shit.
right.
That's where Drake Bell,
Yep,
fucking
Josh,
Amanda.
all
Yeah,
all
I
those
saw
kids that were
that.
in
Is this the one where they were
Yep.
getting touched at
Yep.
and all that?
Yep.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like an SNL.
Yeah,
they
so
were
I-
doing skits.
So
and
I know where
stuff.
this is going.
Yeah, I
You gotta
remember
go
that
Avatar.
shit.
What's that
Yeah, go ahead
pickle
and go.
stuff?
I'm going to do
Go ahead
Avatar.
and go Avatar pussy.
Okay.
Whoa,
Avatar or the Amanda Show?
Amanda show.
I don't remember. I don't have a lot of memories with the Amanda show.
Yeah, me
I know that I
neither.
watched it, Avatar.
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 Check
You doing all the
It's-
IRL
that's like the
stuff?
most-
Yeah,
I
I
had a
had
bunch
to
of
switch it
shit
up.
from me.
Yeah.
It's all the
Shut
IRL
your ass
stuff.
up.
Avatar or Victorious?
Victorious. Come on now.
Victorious, because I was hitting puberty and I had a crush for a couple of those females.
Yeah, I'll do Victorious too. Only because of the goth girl.
Oh, and shout out Leon Thomas, bro. Have y'all
Shout
heard
out.
Mutt? Leon Thomas, bro, that's a banger. She said, "What's no time, what's no rush."
Victorious,
Oh, sorry.
About to copyright us, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Victorious, or the Naked Brothers band?
Ooh.
I'm gonna do Victorious on this one.
I like the Naked Brothers band, but I'm gonna go Victorious.
Bro, the Naked Brothers band had like 15-minute episodes though, right?
Yeah.
They were like
They're
super
just like
short.
actual like real life. Like,
Yeah.
it was like
I thought-
camera on full
Yeah,
time
it looked
type
like it
shit.
was like vlogs, honestly.
Victorious.
Victorious. What are you trying to do, bro?
Victorious or Big Time Rush?
Big Time Rush. Sorry, that's easy. I got
Boys?
you.
Leon Thomas. Like the song.
He said Big Time Rush.
Like it.
He said
You're gonna like
He
it.
hasn't
I
said
know you
anything
are.
yet.
Victorious
You're
or Big
welcome.
Time Rush.
Big Time Rush.
I'll do Victorious.
That's crazy.
I like.
He doesn't like boy bands.
I like to make it to where he
Victorious was funny. Big Time Rush was
feel like
too,
that
but
wasn't
they had
fair.
15-minute episodes,
Ooh.
and that was always like
Yeah.
weird.
Maybe like 20.
Victorious, because I remember
Victorious
the
is
most.
also like 20-minute episodes.
No,
Yeah.
Victorious would like take up a full 30. Bro,
the
there'd be times.
commercials-
No, there'd be times where like even like in like Disney
y'all
would
are
do this
fucking-
too. They would have like shorts, and it'd be like 3 minutes longs. And I remember
Should've
Big
stuck
Time
with
Rush was one of
Avatar.
those. It was weird. Yeah, I know, the banger, but Victorious just had
This is a banger.
more 30 minutes. So 30 minutes of
That's
looking at
banger.
these. Anyway,
All right, sorry.
Es otro, güey.
So Victorious
Yes,
advanced, right?
Yes,
Victorious.
Victorious. Yes, sir.
Lord.
Victorious or Zoe 101?
Zoe 101.
Zoe
Zoe
101.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Even though Victorious is in there too. Fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
she
Yeah,
is.
she is.
Yeah, but
Zoe 101 or iCarly?
iCarly, come on,
Yeah.
man. What are you, a cop?
What Juice WRLD Trippy say? I had your girl on the webcam. When she
Yeah.
got like
Yeah.
iCarly.
Yeah.
Nah, I said random dancing.
Hey, they were ahead of their time, bro.
Yeah,
to
they
be
were.
honest.
They
They
had that
were.
fucking bra that told scary stories.
Oh
Talking
yeah,
about-
yeah.
I remember. I need
It
to
was
run
on, like,
that
Puppet
back,
Street.
dude.
They're really us.
Yeah, they are.
Honestly,
Yeah.
they
They were the
doing
first
what-
live streamers.
Live streamers, yeah.
That's the original Kai
Kai
Cenat.
Cenat.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Gibby was Duke Dennis this whole time. Wow.
This guy.
How did we not see
It was
that?
fire.
iCarly or Ned's Declassified?
Oh shit!
Ned's Declassified. I'm doing that.
Damn, bro. Oh.
Yeah. And I'm only doing that because I remember that was one of the. You would come home from school and it'd be one of the first things on.
iCarly or Ned's Declassified.
Damn, I related so much with Ned's Declassified, especially like Ned's.
I do like this.
Especially
show, bro.
like-
That's a banger.
I think I was in middle school when that show also came out. So like I remember being like, oh yeah, I got lockers, but we don't use them. But like,
Remember Backpack?
yeah, and I was like, oh yeah. Me and my homies
Coconut
like
head.
messing around like that, dude. Fuck.
Motherfucker that was spinning the fucking basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fuck, that's hard, dude.
Ned's Declassified is also Canadian.
The actual the actor.
About.
I think I'm gonna go iCarly,
Another
bro.
show.
iCarly, because it's just so many more episodes and they had collabs as well. They had
shit.
movies.
What'd you say?
He said
iCarly.
Ned's.
You said Ned's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're going fucking Ned, dude.
Let's flip a coin.
They have a podcast, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
You
I don't know
Hey,
if
you
they.
know what's
I don't know if they
crazy? What? No, shit was crazy. When she was like, "Oh yeah, the whole time me and him were."
Yeah, they're like
real?
fucking and shit. Yeah, it's
Who?
crazy.
Her and
Ned-
Ned.
Ned and,
Ned
main
and that
girl?
girl.
Really?
Yeah.
She was like 2 feet taller than her.
Hey,
he was getting
so
it in.
what?
That
Still
boy-
beating
Alright.
down,
Ain't no
bro.
problem.
What that mean?
That's crazy, for real?
Yeah,
How
bro.
old were they?
They have
They said it in their podcast.
they
They're
have
like-
a podcast.
they're
Which,
like-
which episode is that, bro?
I think it's
might
like
have
the
been like
first
the first
one.
one,
Yeah, it was like the
honestly.
first one.
Damn.
Or like
Crazy.
the first couple.
I think they're married too. I could be wrong.
I don't think they're
could be
married.
very
I don't
wrong.
think so. So we said, what did you say?
Damn.
You gotta choose. You're the
Five.
tiebreaker.
This motherfucker.
4,
Ned and Lindsay.
3,
Devin and Lindsay.
2, 1. I choose.
You gotta get a drum roll in here.
Ned's declassified school survivor.
Shit. Okay. Ned's declassified or Drake and Josh?
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Okay.
That would have been a neck and neck too with.
And this is the final because I kind of figured this would probably already be
I
one of the
already
last
know what
ones.
it is.
SpongeBob.
Drake and Josh or SpongeBob?
Damn, that is the fucking king right there.
That's LeBron versus LeBron.
That's like LeBron versus Curry right there.
It's like that show goes unmemeless.
It's Messi versus Ronaldo.
For real. Jeez. There's literally a meaning for like life or everything or just a good funny thing in SpongeBob. Like I Wumbo, you
trying to think,
Wumbo.
man.
That's Zach
He,
versus
she,
LeBron.
Me Wumbo. It's basic woman knowledge.
I'll let them answer first because
Okay.
I'm the odd one out.
Yeah.
That's Carti versus Uzi, dude.
All right, I'll start it off.
I know
I'm
what
going
he's thinking.
SpongeBob.
Wait, let me go again. That's
I figured.
accurate.
I can't, bro. You gotta just come on.
What?
SpongeBob.
Oh my gosh, you already had your answer locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of Drake Bonilla,
Listen,
biggest SpongeBob fan that I know.
Dang it.
They're not friends. Sorry, they are not. They were never married.
Oh. False alarm, they're never married, but they were.
Fucking.
They're getting to it.
Ned and Mose. Hey?
This is for the Nickelodeon title.
This is going to game 7, bro. It's going to take a while.
I think you need to guess this one. You need to
Yeah.
say yours too.
Then it
No
would
way.
be-
No.
Yeah, let's
they're
say.
gonna be the odd one out.
Yeah. Well, it would just be. It would be equal then, if anything.
It's the best day ever.
How did the Drake and Josh? Drake and Josh. And
No,
Trey.
Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
I got you, brother.
It's gonna take some time to realize.
Yeah, just,
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Dang it.
That's all I gotta say.
But it be so simple.
Damn, we like
I
rap.
find a way. I find a way.
come on, we grew up with them.
Shit.
The fucking SpongeBob just came out.
They
SpongeBob's
just
been the same age.
they were on that
forever.
pod. They were just on a pod together.
Yeah.
I watched it today.
Wow.
Oh wow, they were.
Yeah, they haven't talked since like the shit ended.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, oh wow, that's a big
They
thing.
split
Found
into
a
like,
way.
it's like mid
I found a
conversation. That motherfucker
way.
like ends the pod. I'm like, God damn.
We'll get you ass. That's how they get you.
Yeah, so
Now you gotta watch
it's probably
the
like
other
a whole other hour or two.
Well,
F is
I
for
haven't
friends
said- I
who do
haven't
stuff
said-
together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere. and
What'd you say?
anything, Anytime. Here in the
He said
deep blue
SpongeBob.
sea. F is for fire for that in
I remember
destruction.
more stuff for SpongeBob than I do Drake and Josh.
Figures.
But Drake and Josh had me ha-ha-haing, had me laughing my ass
Drake
off.
got you into music.
Literally.
Honestly,
By top 3, that's the Drake that I mean.
Hey, wow.
Drake Bell.
Was this while
dummy.
he was getting touched?
Oh, shit, dude. Why do you gotta say that?
Even more to feel sorry for him.
yeah, fucking.
Like, dang it. I guess I gotta choose SpongeBob now, huh?
That's crazy.
Dang it. If you don't know. And what's her name was funny, too. Their sister. What was her sister?
Megan.
Megan.
Megan. In the treehouse.
Get me.
That's
taking
how-
It's like Drake. Open the door.
He goes in and grabs the drawing of the doorknob. Come on, bro. Hey, don't forget. Hey, yeah, give me a snow cone. It's cold.
What the
Yeah, hug me,
freak?
brother.
Hug me,
Nice, dude.
brother.
Nice, dude.
Have a good day.
Drake Bell
Don't tell me what to
Drake
do.
Bell reminds you of like Zach Scott.
Low key.
But at the same time,
He was like Drake and Josh combined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that one guy that lived in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Dang it. Dang it.
Okay, well, you already know my answer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I know.
I'm gonna go Drake and Josh. Yeah, boy.
If
Wow,
you
wow, wow, wow.
open up your
So
eyes.
Jay-Z's the last one. On the tiebreaker.
All right. Out of the 2 shows, my mom only let me watch one of them. So my answer is
This fucking guy.
yeah. And I'll tell you guys next week.
This guy. Find out next week.
Yeah.
Find out in 3 months.
On next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, my final answer is 1000% Drake and Josh.
Let's fucking go!
Okay.
And so,
and
with the
Josh
winner
for
of
sure.
that, King of the Hill is.
Drake
and Josh.
Damn. Dang.
That's surprising.
Wow, I didn't think he was going to get
I-
SpongeBob off the throne, but he did.
SpongeBob's goated. That's why I waited
For
SpongeBob to
SpongeBob
the
to be
end
end.
because I kind of figured that SpongeBob probably would have.
I'm glad it ended on a real life show, brother.
Solid. I fuck with Drake and Josh.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll probably do that. Next pod, probably do like Disney.
Yeah.
Disney has some bangers too.
Gravity Falls is going to be in there, I know.
Fuck no.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yo, yeah,
oh
for sure.
my gosh.
Shit, it was like Hannah Montana and shit
That
for
shit's
me.
Hannah Montana is for sure
Wizards
top.
of Waverly
Hannah Montana.
Place.
Hannah Montana.
Dang it.
Hannah
Who was
Montana.
y'all's
Hannah
first
Montana.
childhood like celebrity
I
crush?
got Molly. I got what? I got a whole little.
I said mine was
question.
Selena Gomez.
I don't want to say Selena Gomez as well. So I'm gonna, hold on. Let me think a little bit.
Oh, probably London Tipton.
I was gonna say Wendy Wu.
Wendy Wu. This guy. This
Oh,
dude
Wendy
said- he
Wu.
didn't- he
Wendy
didn't
Wu.
even say-
Bro,
Yeah,
Wendy
this
Wu,
guy, he
I
didn't say her
remember
original one. He
For
said
a
her
fact,
second-
that was
I
her
watched
real
that
name?
movie,
No,
bro.
Goofy.
What,
Her
when-
name is Brenda Song.
freaking yeah. That's
Yeah,
definitely mine.
married to the
Yeah.
Home Alone dude. That
Yeah.
shit is crazy.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I remember. Fuck, y'all made me lose my train of thought. Oh, when Wendy Wu came out, that's when it was stamped and official that I had a crush for Brenda.
She was playing
So,
soccer.
like that's the only reason why I watched the movie. To be completely honest.
Because she was playing soccer.
Oh, and you know what? I'm sorry. Can I scratch that?
Sure.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh. Wait,
High School Musical.
When did High School Musical come out?
Oh yeah,
I
Vanessa
couldn't tell you,
Hudgens.
probably early 2000s.
When I saw Vanessa Hudgens for the first time, it was
Nah,
it right.
oh, yeah,
it was
100%.
instant right there. It was
100%.
instant.
yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So she above Brenda's song for
High School
sure.
Musical came out in 2006. Wizards of Waverly.
Yeah, Vanessa.
Yeah, it probably
Hudgens-
was Vanessa Hudgens then for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
low-key.
I would give that answer as well.
Loki, it was so
Elite-
I used
elite
to
milk.
watch like Saved by the Bell when I was a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
younger,
yeah.
but
I love
that's
that show.
obviously
I fucking love
that's
that
an
show.
older show, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Kelly
yeah.
Kapowski, bro.
I can
Yeah.
tell you that is.
Okay, Wizards of Waverly Place came out in 2007. So, yeah.
I would say the
Vanessa
girl from
Hudgens.
Ned's Declassified.
Really, Mose?
Oh, bro, you know what's funny? My crush in Wizards of Waverly Place
he
was
said-
not
oh, okay.
Selena Gomez.
It was
You know
her
who-
friend?
It was her mom.
Oh, wow.
I see you, kid.
Now that I'm looking at, I remember being like, "Oh yeah, her mom funny, but she really wasn't."
Maria-
I really.
Oh, well, then if we're
I
gonna
thought
get,
she was
if we're gonna
fine
get
as fuck.
serious, then
Yeah.
George Lopez's
God
wife.
damn
I knew
it.
you were gonna say that.
took
shit. I
it, took
knew
it
you
right
were
out of
gonna
my
say
mouth.
Can you say her
Pause.
name? Wait, can you say her name and roll the R?
Yeah, Maria. Oh, Maria Canales Barrera.
George Lopez's wife in his show.
Oh, good one, dude.
Well,
Yeah, but that's a
That's
classic.
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
That is
one.
a good one.
That's a layup. I hit
she's
a 3.
she's definitely better than
What? Nah.
Alex's mom versus George Lopez's
I'm
wife.
going George Lopez.
George
Yeah,
Lopez.
George Lopez.
I'm going George Lopez, bro.
Yeah, she had more of a body. You're right. All right. Hey, Wood.
What? Yeah. 2 beers.
Damn, this is Harper. What the frick?
Super late night pool, but the girl that played the nanny or whatever, and
I'm fucking dead.
and
The nanny?
No,
Yeah,
dude,
the
that was on
nanny.
that was on the website. That
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Zay, that wrong video.
Yeah, wrong video, Zay. Wrong video.
That's my dirty maid, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo.
That's too funny, bro. What a pull. I'm glad you pulled her up because I remember really being like, oh, yeah, I like her. She doing
I'm
something.
gonna go Vanessa Hudgens for me.
Yeah,
For
low-key,
sure,
I think it
bro.
was Vanessa Hudgens.
I remember watching High School Musical and being mad like that Zac Efron ain't do nothing. I was like,
Zac
man.
Yeah, at the end of every movie,
Like,
they're about
bruh.
to kiss, and the movie.
They
cut,
never
yeah.
did. I was trying to
They
see
did
some.
in the
you know?
third movie.
In the third one,
third
yeah.
movie.
It's like in the beginning too,
Yeah.
like from New
High
Year's.
School Musical 2, bro, summertime.
Dang it.
Bikinis and
I
shit.
know. Nah, Vanessa Hudgens was surely, bro. Dang, that is hilarious.
Yeah. Anything else y'all wanted to say before we wrap this thing up, boys?
Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens, if you're seeing this, thank you.
We love you.
Yeah, and who was it I say? Oh, Brenda Song. Shout out to you too.
Yeah.
We love you just as much.
London Tipton.
Yeah.
And
yes, Jules.
Maria Canals Barrera, igual. We love you too.
Selma Hayek, you too.
Was it George Lopez's wife name or?
It's cool. Selma
Sure.
Hayek, yeah. From Dust,
It's cool.
Same thing.
so
Same
from
difference.
Dusk Till Dawn. The first time I
Yeah.
saw Selma Hayek, I was like, oh, hey, yo.
Is that another show?
It's a movie.
Oh.
Hello.
Quentin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where she's a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could suck some.
Yeah.
would.
Hey, yo.
And that was another episode of PCT.
Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And check out all the other content we have on our channel.
Catch them vlogs.
We
Catch up
love
on the
you,
vlogs.
And we will see you in another 3 months.
We'll see
This
you in
is
June.
The first quarter recap of 2025. Thank you for joining us.
And catch us on the post show. We're gonna call Zachary on the FaceTime, brother. He's in Antarctica.
You wrote it.
Some shit like that.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Bye.
Love
Bye,
you.
bye, 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 bye,
Love
bye,
you.
bye, 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 bye. Dude, end it. I can't stop talking. Stop.